coming along to our launch morning of the Cycling for Awareness event. So obviously we're proud to partner with Jake and Outside Locker Room, with the guys here, because this is obviously something that's pretty serious. We're trying to have a bit of fun with it. We try and do something every year, as a lot of you know, to raise some money for some sort of charity that's either close to our hearts and close to clients. But this year we thought we'd actually organise the event and partner with our client, but also something that matters to all of us and affects everybody. I was saying before that we're doing it with money, and that's one of the biggest causes of stress and anxiety, and obviously can affect your mental health. So whilst it might not seem like a pretty obvious connection, it actually is. We say a lot in the office, but that's part of the job, right? It's just managing stress and obviously how that can affect the head. So great to partner with these guys. This is obviously a pretty significant number, and we thought why not make people earn that number with every K being a person that actually suicided last year. So yeah,
thanks, mate. Appreciate it. I just echo those words, guys. I'll give you a quick background on who we are and what we do, and history with Nathan and Frank. One of our board members, Greg Wales, is a friend of Nathan and Frank's, who put me in contact with the guys in the last year. My fiance and I bought a house, and these guys made it happen. So that's always a good thing. And then through that process, got to learn more about obviously the business here, and they learned more about our foundation. And then Nathan reached out, started this year. To his credit, it was his idea, and wanted to bring awareness to suicide. As we know, for those who don't know, it's a leading cause of the most people who die across Australia is due to suicide. 3128 out there is the number of deaths caused by suicide last year. And unfortunately, even recently, personally, you've mentioned about the finance industry. On last Friday, my fiance, her uncle, took his life Friday morning. And he perceivably was a multi-millionaire, worked in the finance industry. And as we all can appreciate, that what we see on the outside looking in isn't necessarily what people might be struggling with behind closed doors. So it's something that touches all our lives at some point. And Outside Locker Room was set up off the back of my own experience, being an ex-AFL player coming through the system. It highlighted a lot of the issues that I was experiencing with my depression. Post my career, went through a very difficult phase of going through drug and alcohol addiction, which led me to a suicidal attempt, spent time in rehab, and then learned to rebuild myself as a young male again. And that's where Outside Locker Room was born. Off the back of that, I basically was growing up around sport. I was the fifth player in my family to play AFL football, and I recognised at the right time that community sport is a terrific vehicle that brings all of us together. Probably just about everyone here, I'd assume, is involved in a local sport or sport sometime in your lives, and you understand the importance of that network. And Outside the Locker Room, what it is that we're a welfare and education program. We dedicate to working alongside local community sporting clubs, where we offer a free program where clubs can engage. We roll out, offer support to players and families. They can actually reach out via a free app that we have, which is a great tool, great resource for people to do that. Cindy here, who's in the room, she's our welfare manager who supports those individuals that come through, and we guide them through that process of getting help. Over the last 4 weeks, we've been able to support more than one person a day has come through our platform, which is quite incredible. So it's been very, very important work. We also roll out an education program which focuses around mental health education, as well as drug and alcohol, gambling as well. So if anyone here outside of this great initiative with these guys involved in local community sport, please reach out, jump on our website. If you feel like a program like ours would be benefited in your club, which I recommend it would be, we're more than happy to come out and visit your players and get involved. And we can't thank Nathan and Frank enough for the work that you guys do, and to really clarify the funding and the money we raise over this next month. For every $1,000 that we fundraise, that goes directly back to roll our program out per club per year. The last 4 years we've been involved in now just under 200 sporting clubs across Australia, which has been a great effort from the team, and it's events and initiatives like this, mate, that really enable us to do that. Because being a non-for-profit, you're always looking at ways to bring awareness, but also raise much needed funds, which this is going to go towards. So thank you all very much for coming along today. We really appreciate the opportunity to be here, but more importantly, we hope that you can all go back to your old workplaces this week and today and talk about mental health in your lives and how it might be affecting yourself personally or someone close to you, and offer the support that everyone deserves. So Thanks again to everyone for being here. Appreciate it.
Cheers.